Hello and welcome to Yarns and Books and Everything Fine. This is the new episode that I told you that I would be recording this weekend. I decided to record it in two parts. This is the part new in March 2018 to June 2018, yarns. Because it's so much that came in within this months that it would be way too much for one video. Okay, first of all, welcome. My name is Nina. I'm coming to you from the rural area here in Germany. You can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as Mikea Luna, sorry. I will write it down below so that you can find me if you search for my name. Welcome to all new viewers and especially welcome to all the returning viewers. Nice to see you again. I'd like to get comments from you so that I know who's watching. You can ask me anything, you can give me tips or recommendations or just say hi. Yes, just be nice and kind. No, you can tell me nearly anything as long as you tell it nicely. Just a short reference due to European and German law. This video contains advertising. Everything I show you is self-bought. I'm not paid for it. And yes, I will write this down below also to be safe for European and German law. Okay, this episode is the yarns episode. I will start with a bit of hand-dyed yarn, then I will show you some industrial dyed yarn. I'm not sure how you say it correctly, sorry. Okay, first, one of my favorite yarn dyers is Frau Odersocke. She's from Germany and she could be found on Davanda. It's an online selling platform like Etsy, but Davanda will be closing this summer, and now she can be found on Etsy too, or just on Etsy when Davanda is closing, and so you all have the chance to get her yarny goodnesses. Most of her yarns are named in German. I tried to translate their names, so when I'm showing them to you, I will tell you the German name and my try on translating it. If you can't understand anything of what I translated, please tell it to me. Maybe you have a better translation, I'm not sure. I tried my very best. Okay, all the yarns are sock yarns, normal sock yarns with 75% wool, 25% polyamide, 420 meters on 100 grams. Some of them are tweed sock yarns with the same content and same length on 100 gram. And I've got a special skein of 6-ply sock yarn with 75% wool, 25% polyamide, but 420 meters on 150 grams, so it's a bit of a thicker yarn. And I will start with this thicker yarn. This is a 6-ply sock yarn. It's called Pumpkin Pie, so no need for a translation. As I told you, 75% yarn, wool, 75% wool, 25% polyamide on 420 meter with 150 grams. Just some kinds of orange. I will be knitting a pair of socks with this yarn just for me, some Halloweeny October autumnal socks, a bit warmer. I have to decide which pattern to use, but it's for the future. I know I will be using this yarn this year for me in October. Then the tweed yarns. This is Lavendel und Salbei, which means viola and sage, I think. Some violets and greenish blues. It's on tweed. Then next is tweed also. It's apple sage, some different greens. Can you see the beautiful tweed speckles? Yes. Then this one is mint sand, minty sand, greens and brown, also on tweed. And the last tweed skein is Flieder Ice, which means syringa or lilac ice with some violets to greens. It's also on tweed, colorful speckles. So, and then the next skeins are the normal sock yarns. Harmony Veilchen, Harmony Viola, different shades of violet. Harmony Honig, Harmony Honey. Some golden tones of yellow and browns, just like honey. Then this one is a woodruff, different shades of green with white. And last but not least, this one is birch bark, gray and white speckled. Brückenrinde. Okay, these were the skeins from Frau Odersocke. All in all, 9 skeins of yarn, which I couldn't resist and needed to get for me. I quite have a lot of sock yarns from her and some lace yarns too. One of these baskets is full of her yarns, so yarny goodnesses all in all. Okay, next are some industrially dyed yarns before I will change back to hand dyed yarns. I found some English yarns that I really liked, and I heard so much good of it that I wish to try it. I love the feel of merino yarn or merino wool. It's just some really softness. But this yarn that I will show to you also contains blue-faced Leicester yarn. And this made me curious, and I heard so much good stuff about this company and its sock yarns. It's West Yorkshire Spinners. It's their signature collection. Just some 4-ply sock yarns, 400 meters on 100 grams, 75% wool, 25% nylon, and it contains 35% blue-faced Leicester. Yes, it's really soft. From the touch on the feel of it, it's industrially dyed. It will be stripes. This one here and the next 3 ones will be stripes. It's the cocktail range. This one's called Passion Fruit Cooler. Then we have Mojito. Oh, sorry, Mojito. We have Tequila Sunrise. And we have Blue Lagoon. And then we have the bird color range. I got 3 skeins from this range. It's Wood Pigeon, This will be stripes with speckles. Then we have peacock. And last but not least, pheasant. I think, yes, from the cocktail range there was another 5th skein that I wished to get, but it was sold out. So I have it on my wish list and I'll have a look out for it and hope to find it so that I can get it. It's some kind of rainbow color, I think. I'm not sure right now how it's called. I haven't noticed it. So, but these were those skeins of West Yorkshire spinner yarns with a bit of blue-faced Leicester in it. Then next are some more industrially dyed yarns, and most of them I got from Idee Kreativ. It's a chain store here in Germany for creative supplies, colors and papers and everything, and also yarns. And also some skeins I got from other small stores. I forgot the names because there were 3 or 4 of them. And yeah, these are the next skeins. Two of them are these. Hot socks, Karora, 4-ply sock yarn. 2 balls of 50 gram, 210 meters, 75% virgin wool, 25% polyamide. Just normal ordinary sock yarn in different shades of green. This will be beautiful stripes, and my mom decided that she likes these colors and she wished to get some socks out of them. So I got these balls of yarn for her, and within this years I will be knitting a pair of socks for her and hope she will like them. Okay, she liked the colors and she liked a pair of socks I showed to her with the pattern I used, and I think I will also use this pattern for her pair of socks. And then I got 2 skeins for me, also Gründel Hot Socks Karora, 4-ply sock yarn, 50 grams, 210 meters. It's just the same content than the yarns I showed you before, but a different colorway, with violets and turquoise, a bit of brownish, golden brownish, and black. And there will be stripes too, and there will be a pair of socks for me. It's a special color theme I like. I think you can see it after the videos that I've recorded within the last months. Okay. I also got a skein of Schachenmeier Regia sock yarn 4-ply from the Stadium color range. This is all that's left. I've showed you the socks I've knit out of them. They were the Werder Bremen boyfriend socks. Then this is one of the non-sock yarns that I got. It's I don't know from which. It's from Ecodesign. I got it at Idee Kreativ. It's Creative Reflection Print. This is the colorway. And its contents are 46% virgin wool, 46% acryl, and 8% polyester, 50 grams with 235 meters. It's more like a lace yarn. I had another skein of this yarn with a different color, more silverish. This is a bit of autumnal. Out of the other skein I made a cowl, and I'm thinking about knitting a cowl out of this too, or a shawl. I still have to decide. I first thought I might knit a hat out of it, but I think I wouldn't like it. A cowl or a shawl would be best for it. This skein of yarn was on sale. I just paid €1 for it, so it's just like nothing. Then they had some discontinued skeins of sock yarn, and I bought all they had from it because why not? It were balls of 50 gram with 210 meters. All of the next 2, 4, 8 skeins I'm showing to you are 50 grams with 210 meters. And every skein cost me €1, so like nothing. Most of them are nice colors to be contrasting colors for toes or for the cuffs. I'm not sure. Maybe I will use them with each other for a pair of striped socks. I still have to decide. One ball of them was from Valor Buddha, Sport- und Strumpfwolle Classic, it's called. 75% superwash merino, 25% polyamide. And it's this colorway. It's a light rosy beige. And the rest of the yarns are from Schachenmeier Regia. It's this skein of light gray. If I show you the one from before and this one next to each other, you can see that they have different colors. It's a bit more rosy, rosewood-like. This is light gray. Then there's a skein of dark green and a skein with greens and white and brown. It's from their puzzle color range. Then, one moment. Next is this one from their all round color range. With different shades of gray, darker gray and a bit of lighter highlights. And then this skein of concerto color, also with shades of gray. Different than the one before, it's a bit lighter. And then I had luck and got 2 skeins of the same color with the same dye lot. So I'm able to knit me a pair of socks out of it. It's also from the concerto color range. It's some shades of brown. Not sure if you can see it, but if I hold up them against the yarn before with a light gray, you can see it maybe. This is the dark gray next to it. Okay. So every skein of this was for €1. Just great. So 50 grams, 210 meters each. And then I got at Idee Kreativ from Valor Buddha. It's cotton stretch, 79% cotton, 18% polyamide, 3% elite. It has 50 grams, 210 meters. So it's the same length and weight as sock yarn and could be used for summer socks. But I got 5 skeins from this color, this violet, and I got 5 skeins from this dark turquoise. Maybe I will knit a shawl out of it, or will try to knit a summer shirt out of it. and they have some more colors, some rusty red I think was there, and I'm not sure, a yellow or something like this. I will have a look next week and will get me some more of this yarn, because summer socks, I haven't thought about it. Summer socks, this rusty red is in my brain. I can't stop thinking about it. I need this rusty red. So I hope I will get 2 skeins of it next week. And I got from Ecodesign this yarn, Essential Cotton Lurex. This green with a silver. One hasn't a ball band. It's 50 grams, 170 meters, 97% cotton, 3% polyester. Maybe a light hat or a shawl, or a combination of a coal and a hat. I have to think about it, but green with silver. Slytherin! I'm a Slytherin girl, so yes, that's it. And then at another store, not at Idea Creative, because you can find yarn nearly everywhere. I found this skein of Gründel Hot Socks print. It's also a 50 gram ball with 210 meters, 75% superwash, 25% polyamide. Superwash virgin wool, sorry, 25% polyamide, and it's a dark gray with colorful speckles of violet, pink, green, orange. It was the last skein, so I only got 50 grams. Maybe some shorty socks, or I will combine it with a gray color or with another colorful ball of yarn with one of the colors here within, the green or the violet. I'm still thinking about it. But a sweet short pair of socks for me. And I've been lucky to get a ball of Schachenmeier Regia 4-ply with 100 grams, 420 meters, and this beautiful colorway with very autumnal colors, greens and browns and oranges. I'm not sure if it will be a pair of socks for me, for my boyfriend, for someone else. I still have to think about it, but I like the color combination because autumn. I'm an autumn girl. I'm born at the end of October, so this is a perfect skein for me. So these were all the industrially dyed yarns that I got for me, and we're back at the hand-dyed yarns. I found some shops that I really liked over on Etsy. They are all from the US, and I found a yarn dyer that's not on Etsy. She has her own page, and I will start with her. It's Fiber for the People yarn.com. Fiber for the People is the name of her company. This skein I've showed you in the last episode because I'd like to knit the drizzle socks out of it. It's a colorway Seagull on her MCN base, 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon, 436 yards on 100 grams. It's a 4-ply yarn and it's really, really soft. Then I got her Crack Nadine Caraway on a 100% merino yarn. It's her old merino base with 218 yards on 100 gram. So it's a decay yarn. It might be a hat or a shawl or a coal, I'm not sure. Or maybe some mitts. I'm still thinking, but it's beautiful and it will be something beautiful. Then I got her Pearl Gem colorway on 70% superwash merino, 30% silk. Sorry. It's her. It's her Twisty Singles Look Space. So it's a single yarn and 436 yards on 100 gram. I'm really thinking about knitting a hat out of it. Some lacy hat, I think, would be great. I still have to decide, but it's really, really soft. And the colors are just beautiful. And last but not least, I got from her some wonderful baby cakes yarn. It's 100% baby alpaca. It's the spring Martini bundle with a yellow, a light green and a dark green. Total 120 yards on 100 gram. And I got also a skein of this yarn, a baby cakes in the colorway Olive. It says 30 yards, 30 to 35 grams on it, but it's great as a combination to the other threes, as you can see. And this might be a hat, a striped hat, or a coal, or a combination of a hat and a coal. I'm not sure for how much it's enough to knit out. Sorry, I'm not sure if it's enough to knit a hat and a coal out of it. I will have to do my math. It's very, very soft. No superwash, hand wash, but if it's for me, it's okay. So these were the yarns from Fiber for the People. I have her card. I know I have her card. A postcard. Oh, they are. No, it's everything I'm having here. Her postcard, but it's okay. Fiber for the People is her name. She also has a podcast, Wool's Needles Hands. You can find her on Instagram as Fiber for the People, and it's as Wool Needles Hands. Yes. And if I find her card, I will show it to you. But I'm not sure where I put it. Maybe next time. I'm not sure. So, what next? What else? Yes, on Etsy, I found 3 yarn dyers that I really liked, and whose podcasts I'm watching regularly. So, my hands were itching, and I wished to try the yarns. First of them is Wulfgar Studios, whose podcast is named Wulfgar Sits and Knits. You also can find her on Instagram. That's her card. And the yarns I got are 75% superwash merino wool, 25% nylon, 5% stellina. They are all glittery. 100 grams, 462 yards, sock yarn. Really, really super soft. This one here is Silence in the Library. It's a reference to The Beauty and the Beast. And then I got pumpkin pasties. Here you can see the glitter. It's a reference to Harry Potter. Then I got You're Just as Sane as Me, also a Harry Potter reference. It's a saying by Luna Lovegood. And Polyjuice Potion. I would hold 2 of the skeins up next to each other so that you can see that they're lovely to be combined with each other. And these two. Also really lovely next to each other. So next are yarns by Yankovic Creation, who had a podcast, The Girls in the Yarn Cafe, with her daughter, Christy and Tristan are her names. Her daughter Tristan has also a yarn shop, and is dyeing yarn. Her yarn shop is called Dragonheart Yarn. I've got yarns from her too, but first, Yankovic Creations. I got some creative packs or mini packs. This one's the at the pub mini pack. With 5 skeins. It's 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 20 grams with 87 yards each of the skeins. So all in all, 100 grams. The colorways are Irish is in my blood, salty peanut, 4 puffs of the Farrah Fawcett spray, jukebox, and can I have your number? Then I got another mini pack, the Fresh Spring mini pack. These I already wound into balls. They were skeins too. And I thought about knitting a cowl out of them when in a vacation, but I didn't knit it. So they are all balled up or wound up into balls, so it's better to say it like this. And we are waiting to be knit up. This is the Spring Fresh mini pack. Each skein is 70% superwash merino wool, 25% merino, 5% stellina, so they are glittery. I'm not sure if you can see it. Maybe this is better. Yes, you can see that they are glittery. 20 grams each with 87 yards, so 100 grams all in all. And the colorways are He Brings Me Candy, 11, The Spring Fling, Bonnet, and Speckled Egg. And I also got a full skein of her. It's this one, and it has the label on it, Yankovic Creations. It's her full-bodied fingering weight, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. The colorway is the colorway is Not Making My Bed. It's 437 yards on 100 gram, and it's from her adulting collection. And the last yarns and the last dyer is Dragonheart yarn. It's, as I said before, the daughter of Christy, who's Yankovic Creations, and from her I got some different colors and different bases. This one here is Temptation, her label. It's Shepherdess BFL base, finger in weight, 100 grams, 400 yards, 80% superwash blue-faced Leicester, 20% nylon. So it's not merino yarn, it's blue-faced Leicester. It's really soft. It's a 2-ply yarn. Colorway Temptation. Then I got a skein of a dragon base yarn, fingering weight, 100 grams, 463 yards, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. The colorways Beyond the Sea. It's a bit more greenish. Maybe if I can. No, it looks really blue. It's a bit more greenish in true lighting. Then I got her fluffy sock base, fingering weight, 100 gram, 436 yards, 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon. This colorway is Banshee. On the same base, Bohemian. And last but not least, also on the same base, Wonders of a Fairy Tale, with a light minty green and some violets and speckles of red. And I'd like to show you how great the last three skeins look next to each other. Can you see it? Just lovely, aren't they? So these are the yarns I got within the last months, March to June 2018. I will do another video with all the non-yarny things I got, books and project bags and everything else. But I will record it tomorrow. It will be the same outfit, I think, because I just put on this t-shirt for this video. It's like fresh out of my wardrobe, and but the video will be recorded tomorrow because it takes some time to do the recording and the uploading, and I tried to record this video once before and it was nothing. Sorry, nothing. Too much babbling, too much noises from outside and everything, so I decided to do it in 2 parts and a bit more calmed down because I wasn't really happy with it. So yes, this is great, this is wonderful, all the yarny goodness is shown to you. So see you next time. Next time will be tomorrow. I hope you liked this video with the yarny goodnesses. I will try to show you all the new instincts in my regular videos, but this was so much within the last months that I wasn't able to show it to you before. It was just too much. So goodbye for today, have a nice evening, and I'll be back soon. Goodbye.